Woo! What's going on, guys? Storm coming at you guys today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about day 2 of joint practices with the Detroit Lions versus the Indianapolis Colts. Detroit being an Indy. Today, the Lions D showed up. Thanks to guys putting out the report, guys like Jeremy Reisman, Mike O'Hara, Tim Twentyman, all those guys out there, man. John Macaron, everybody, man. Just pumping out the information for us, so I can get it out to you guys, and we can talk about it a little bit. But the defense did rebound nicely. The usual suspects were out though, guys like defensive tackle Levi Onwuzurike, edge Julian Akwara, safety Ife Melifonu, and guard Kevin Jarvis. Campbell was confirmed that he confirmed that Levi never did make the trip. He never traveled with the team, so he's got the hip and the back injury. So I think there's time to maybe get a little bit concerned about guys like Levi Onwuzurike. Not going to call him a bust or anything like that, but this I talked about it on OPP tonight with Micro Mike. It's just we can't find a break. We can't catch a break with these second round picks. Hopefully he gets healthy and he returns sooner than later. Funches, I guess we got a report from Funches that the report was that he suffered a stinger, so that wasn't too bad. He shouldn't be out too much. He got hurt yesterday. He was favoring that right shoulder. Turned out to be a stinger. So he did not practice though. Campbell said he'd be fine. They just got to take it easy with him. And then C.J. Moore wasn't practicing either. The safety and the special teams stand out. Don't really know what his injury is. He was just sitting on the sidelines, but he was hurt a little bit too during camp, I believe, and during the OTAs. And then he recently came back, and then he must have got nicked up. So he wasn't practicing today. And then they did some red zone drills. That's how they started off, was 7-on-7 drills. First team Lions, Colts, obviously. The first team's Lions and the Colts, they obviously matched up first, and they were pretty evenly matched up, getting wins on both sides of the ball. Matt Ryan did throw for 4 touchdowns on 11 plays though. Defense played a lot better, like I said. So from inside the 10-yard line, running back Naheem Hines on a wheel route over linebacker Chris Board's head. Tight end Mo Alley Cox, another big tight end. The Colts really love their big tight ends because they drafted Jelani Woods to another giant of a tight end. But Mo Alley Cox was sandwiched between guys like Tracy Walker and A.J. Parker. It was a good throw. It was a good throw by Matt Ryan, thrown into a tight window. Good catch by Mo Alley Cox. And then Cox again beating cornerback Mike Hughes cleanly in the end zone. And then for Deshaun Elliott and Imani Oruwariye colliding due to a pick route. Wide receiver open. Don't know who the wide receiver was, but he caught the touchdown. And then Okudah played much better today. Should have had a pick when covering wide receiver Mike Strahan. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. That's a really big wide receiver for the Indianapolis Colts, like a 6'6" wide receiver. I believe he was undrafted last year. He was getting a little bit of hype. He's just a big kid. And then he was all over his back the next play, so making back-to-back plays. Okudah did a nice job. He forced 2 checkdowns that went nowhere too, so he stepped up because he got absolutely abused yesterday in practice, so I'm sure he had a talking to. He talked to himself. He tried to get himself going for the particular practice, and played well. That's good. That's good that he can come back from a real bad effort the night before or the day before, come in the next day and play really well. The whole defense as a whole played well. Second team D, they did even better here. Nick Foles, the Colts backup quarterback, he didn't even score. 2 coverage sacks actually, no pass rush. So he held on to the ball too long. So that means good coverage outside, but the secondaries or the linebackers had everything blanketed. So it was a nice coverage sack, 2 of them. So nice to hear, nice to see that. Then the O-line versus D-line one-on-ones. McNeil and Hutch showing up again. They did have a good day yesterday too. That was really the only bright spot for the defense yesterday was the D-line, and it was McNeil and Hutch again. McNeil beating starting right guard Danny Pinter. Too quick on his first step. Hutch winning at least 2 out of the 3 reps. Starting right tackle Braden Smith locked him up though on 1 rep. It's going to happen. Defensive tackle Demetrius Taylor, another UDFA, tossed back up center. Wesley French to the ground. James Houston made reserve offensive tackle Jordan Murray whiff on a block. Bruce Hector kind of did the same too versus reserve offensive guard Will Fries. And then John Kaminsky bull rushed Wesley French all the way back like he was on skates. So D-line really had a good showing back-to-back days. That's good to hear too, because like I said, this defense is going to live and die by this D-line. I just have a feeling this year. And then there was full 11 on 11s, midfield drills. Matt Ryan with a big play to Pittman to set this one up though. McNeil did have some pressure. He pushed back it was either the guard or the center. Pushed him right back into Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan concentrated, still threw the pass. Good pass by him. And then Jonathan Taylor, the phenomenal running back they had, who led the league last year, I believe at 1,800 yards or something like that. He had a really nice gain on the ground. Anzalone kind of missed the tackle. He was a little bit late getting to the gap. And then the second set of reps, Ryan found massive rookie tight end Jelani Woods, who I was just talking about, for a decent gain. Derek Barnes, a linebacker, kind of lost him in coverage, and then after that happened, Malcolm Rodriguez came in for Barnes, and entered Rodrigo. Immediately makes a stop on a run play, no gain, stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. This kid's making play after play after play, Malcolm Rodriguez, and I keep repeating myself. He's stepping up in the linebacker department, and he's probably going to start week 1. It's insane. I never would have called this. I'm still kind of, I'm happy that he's doing this, because he should be doing this. Someone's got to step up, but it's also a little bit heartbreaking that no vet can outplay a 6-round rookie. It just tells you how bad this linebacker room is, and that's no shade on Malcolm Rodriguez. It's none. He should be doing what he's doing. He should be taking advantage of this linebacker room, and he's doing that. And he's going to be a starter. He's going to be. And then the Lions D played pretty much shutdown ball. A play or two after that, Okuda logged another pass breakup on Pittman, punching the ball out. Run D was on point. Indy gaining nothing on the ground. So the defense stepped up. Defensive end Austin Bryant had a huge day for with the 2s and the 3s. He had 3 sacks on the day and played the run very well. He's very disruptive. I love Austin Bryant. I've been a big fan of Austin Bryant. I've always thought that he had the goods, just that he can never finish. He was always so close, and I think he started playing really well last year. At the end of the year, his 3rd year, started getting healthy. He's healthy right now. I think he's going to be a nice addition. Nice guy coming off the bench, when we need a pass rush. So I'm excited for Austin Bryant. Then more red zone drills. Colts ran 6 plays each with the 1s and the 2s on offense. Started at the 11-yard line, then started going to the 11, to the 10, to the 7, to the 5, to the 4, and then eventually ending up on the 1-yard line. The Lions defense kept them out of the red zone or end zone on all 12 plays. First team went like this. It was a crossing route to Pittman, 4 or 5 yards. Rodriguez with pretty decent coverage made the stop. Run for 0 yards, flag on the defense. It was a holding apparently. I think there's a flag on defense, holding. And then the 3rd play was wide receiver Ashton Doolin, the Colts wide receiver, 3-4 yards, tackled by Amani Awarye, just short of the goal line. And then Rodriguez had a tackle for loss on a Naheem run, Hines run. And then there was another tackle for loss. It was a group of Lions defenders, and then there was another Goldie run, a goal line run, fumbled and recovered by Hutchinson. I believe Aleem McNeil caused the fumble. So good for those 2 guys showing up again 2 days in a row. Second team started like this: John Kaminsky, the guy that we acquired from the Falcons. He recorded a sack. Jared Davis made a really nice tackle on a shovel pass. Cornerback Savion Smith with real tight coverage, forced an incompletion. I believe it was the big guy again, Mike Strachan. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Strachan, Strachan or Strachan. I don't even know how he says his last name, but he's a big boy, big wide receiver. He wasn't too happy about it. He thought there was pass interference. And then there was another team effort, stuff on the goal line run, so everybody got into it there. Then they did a 1 minute, 10-second minute drill. It was the end of the game kind of drill. Offense had the ball on their own 35-yard line, down 3 points. Colts first and second team didn't even earn a first down. You love that. The first team kind of went like this. Matt Ryan out there again to Pittman for 4 or 5 yards, tackled in bounds, so that's good job by the defense. Amani Oruwariye punches the ball out of tight end Kyle Granson's hands. Then an incomplete pass to Pittman with Oruwariye in coverage. There was a flag, but it was picked up, or the Colts went for it, so it ended up being a 4th down. Ryan tried to find wide receiver Paris Campbell, but A.J. Parker had really good coverage and had a pass breakup. Another PBU by the Lions secondary. Second team kind of started off with there's pressure from Austin Bryant. He was all over the field, like I said. Foles checked down for a 1-yard gain. Running back got out of bounds, though. Then Rodriguez, he makes a tackle, but stayed in bounds. Good job by Rodriguez. And then quarterback Will Harris with the pass breakup on Colts wide receiver Desmond Patman. And then there was another check down pass to DeMichael Harris, stopped by Juju Hughes, safety. So another great series by the 1s and the 2s of the Lions defense. This is what they needed to do. So, and then the kicker day, it was a good day overall for special teams. But the kicker kind of went, Seibert hit 33, 38, 47, and 50. Patterson hit 33, 43, 47, and 50. Seibert missed a 43-yarder, and Patterson missed a 38-yarder. So these guys still neck and neck to see who's going to be the kicker. It's going to get interesting there. And then there wasn't a whole bunch of offensive reports today. And that's okay. They were kind of focusing on the defense, which they probably should have, because they got absolutely gashed yesterday. They got embarrassed. So there was a lot of reports about defense, some offensive stuff. Running back DeAndre Swift and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown had a couple drops in practice. It was like a back-to-back thing, a very rare thing to see, to say the least. Even Jamal Williams joke around going, out of 99 times, you might see that one time. So, it's very rare that you're going to see Swift and Amon-Ra St. Brown drop passes. They both got sure hands, so very rare. But then Amon-Ra St. Brown did make a great concentration catch on a tip ball. He didn't give up on it, man. The kid's just a gamer, and he made a really nice catch. And then Malcolm Rodriguez did during I don't know if it was during the 11-on-11, 7-on-7. It must have been during the 11-on-11s. He stuffed Jonathan Taylor at the goal line. And it was a pretty exciting play, man. Jonathan Taylor is a load. Jonathan Taylor is one of the best running backs in the league for sure. At this point, man, he's very young. He's just a big dude, and he's got some power and some speed, and Rodriguez stood him up. And it's practice. I get it, but it's getting more and more exciting for Rodriguez as we go on. And then, like I said, man, there wasn't a whole bunch of offensive reports. There was a Trinity Benson 50-yard touchdown pass, which is good for him, because there's a good 3-way battle going on between Cephas and Tom Kennedy. Cephas needs to get fully healthy, but I think he was in team drills today. But there wasn't a bunch, so just a little bit here and there. But the defense was really bad yesterday. Played really good today on joint practice number 2, and then the offense wasn't too sharp today. They just weren't on point. They weren't as bad as the defense the day before, but they just weren't as good as they were the day before, because they're pretty crisp yesterday. The offense started off a little bit slow, started getting stuff down, the unity down, the chemistry down. They got they got out of their way, and then they started making some plays during practice. The offense just really couldn't get it going as a whole today. But all in all, man, it was a great day for the defense. It's what they needed because they got embarrassed yesterday very badly, especially the secondary and the linebackers. The D-line actually played well 2 days in a row. Like I said, live and die, man. And I want people to quote me on this. This is how they're going to play all year. I know it's just preseason and joint practices and all this stuff, but I just have a feeling this is how it's going to be all year, man. It's going to be, how does this D-line play? And then they're going to go from there. And then the offense is going to have to play lights out, I think, to even be in games. I just got that feeling all year. Just got that feeling. We still lack the playmakers on this defense. You know, we're relying on two rookies to really carry this team, being Hutchinson and being Malcolm Rodriguez, who I think 99% of this fan base didn't think he was probably going to have a chance to start. And if you did say that, man, then, you know, kudos to you, because that's a call that I wouldn't have made. And I didn't really hear a lot of people making that call that Malcolm Rodriguez was going to be a starter. It just goes to show you, man, that, you know, we need more playmakers. And like I said, no shot at Malcolm Rodriguez, no shot at you, Rodrigo. You're going to need help, man. You're going to need help because we're relying on you and Hutchinson, and hopefully Amani Warrior. He's got to get out of his way too, but he had a better day today too, though. But that's it, guys. That's the video. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button in the bottom right. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Get all my videos. And don't forget to like and comment and talk about day 2 joint practice. Now we go into Friday tomorrow. There probably won't be much going on tomorrow. Maybe some light walkthroughs, and then there's a game on Saturday. You know, the game on Saturday at 1 o'clock, and I'll talk about that way later on in a few days. So, thanks a lot, guys. One Pride, go Lions. Boom, baby.